So yeah, reserve team manager for this season. How's that come about, and how's it happened so far?
Come about because I've played for him for about 10 years, fancied something different. I think I'm coming towards the end of my career. I'm only 29, but coming towards the end of my career. Just fancied doing something different, so I can get more commitment, because I was never a committed player. So took on the management. It's gone really, really well. It's gone better than I thought it would have gone, definitely.
Excellent. And you just mentioned there you were never a committed player.
Yeah, it's awful.
So how are you finding lack of commitment from players?
It's the most annoying thing in the world. I didn't realise how bad I was until I started managing the team, to be honest. And I realised how uncommitted I was to everything. I was always the last one to text back, late to every game, never trained. Terrible, terrible player. So yeah, I can see how it gets frustrating.
So what things have you learnt in the last few weeks? So you've been doing this now for 10 weeks now nearly, through lockdown. It's basically started a new team from scratch.
I've learnt how much time it takes up to get a team on a pitch on a Saturday. It's been difficult as well because you've had all the COVID restrictions, which is new to everyone anyway, so you kind of learn how to deal with that and learning how to run a football team, which is, you're trying to learn two things. But I've learned, what have I learned? I've learned that Chris is probably a better Tierney than Connor. What have I learned? I've learned that how important it is to talk to your players and keep your players enthusiastic. I've learned different training techniques, different warm-up techniques, stuff like that. Stuff that I didn't really give a thought of before, stuff like that. A lot I've learnt in 10 weeks.
Okay, and tactically, what's the biggest tactical decision you've made so far?
If I was to compare myself to a football manager, I'd compare myself to Sam Allardyce's worst brother, I reckon. I've got no tactical knowledge whatsoever. My philosophy is let's score one more goal than them. But we're not scoring goals at the minute, so that's proven quite difficult. So tactically, I'm learning a lot about the tactical side of the game, if I'm honest. What I'm trying to learn is not to, after 10 minutes of a game, I'm looking at things and how I can change it just to stick with things.
And what was your biggest surprise so far?
This season? Overall, my biggest surprise was when Charlie turned up on time last week. I couldn't believe that. That was quite surprising. Biggest surprise, how much support I've got with it all. I feel although you're a manager, you feel very well. You feel part of a bigger team, because there's obviously yourself and Gibbo and a couple of captains and stuff like that really do help. But the biggest surprise to me is how much time it takes up. It really takes up a lot more time than I was expecting. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it taking up the time. I'm spending less time on telly playing FIFA and more time on the phone talking to players and Gibbo. I speak to Gibbo more than I speak to my wife, I think. So, but yeah, but overall, I've loved it. Absolutely loved it.
And training here tonight.
Yeah.
We've got quite a few of the reserve team players.
Yeah. We've got 8.
Yeah.
Here's 1. Here's 2.
Excellent.
Yep.
So, do you think it's obviously beneficial for reserve team players and any player to come from training?
Massively, and to be fair, credit goes out to Phil Cragg, the coach. If you looked at this 2 weeks ago to what it has been the last couple of weeks, it's chalk and cheese. And you can see, normally I'm joining in, but it's so enjoyable as well. It's improving people's fitness, it's improving people's footballers. Plus we're training with 3 teams, we're training with 3 different levels of football, Sunday, first and a reserve team. So especially for the reserve team, it's only going to improve us as players. Plus it's good to get together more than once a week on a Saturday. So definitely would encourage players to come training.
So what's your thoughts for the season then? Going forward, don't move away.
So I'll keep moving away because they... thoughts for the season. Thoughts for the season is... what we've built in 6 to 8 weeks is incredible. The atmosphere in the team. Just had our first social on Saturday night, which was great. It was a great chat in the WhatsApp group with the players. So all of that, the team morale, the team is very much put together, which is great. That's come together really quickly. But in terms of the football, we lost the first game of the season against a a good team in Pundit FC. But thoughts for the season is if we can remain competitive and finish in the top half, we've had a great season. And go on a cup run, President's Cup. We've got to go for the President's Cup. That's the cup that we've got to look at and think we can do something here.
Looking forward to at the team, where do you think improvements can be made?
I think improvements can be made. The manager needs to improve. That's the first thing. As I said, everything off the pitch is good. I'm happy with everything off the pitch. Everyone's committed to it, everyone's enjoying it. I'm happy with that. On the pitch, just silly things, you know. As I said, we've only been together for 6 weeks, so what we've done in 6 weeks is great. But you know, we need to be a little bit more creative, maybe. But again, a lot of it comes down to my decisions and my tactical knowledge, which is, you know, can only get better. But just, I think we've improved massively as a defensive unit over the last few weeks. But it's definitely going to be being creative and scoring goals we need to improve on. We can do it. We know we can score goals. We have scored goals, but just against better teams like last week, we just need to create more chances and stay in the game.
Excellent. Thank you very much, mate.
No worries.
Very good.
Cheers.